Buckle up, because Scott put in hours of coming up with subjects for the show board.
Yes, I did. And Steve threw that right out the window. We only cover one of the subjects that I planned on this episode.
Well, we do talk about the subject Buffy the Vamp. Well, okay. Sorry, that was the one subject I put in.
Yes, which then took us to zombies and vampires and other TV shows that instead of the show board.
Yeah, so we didn't even use the show board or need the show board. Scott did such a great job with that. But our positivity message came from the classic play, The Matchmaker.
And our phrase origin story might make you a bit salty.
Oh, don't be salty because we had off the subject board.
Okay, I'll pay attention and learn something new.
Welcome to What Happened in the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. So I think we should go back and talk about the premise of our show because we've gotten a lot of feedback on that. The premise of our show, oh, look what I'm still wearing.
Earbuds or
turn that
monitors.
off.
Ear monitors.
I want an ear monitor. That was for my phone.
Oh.
So what we've noticed going on in the world is Steve can't remember to take the, okay, so first off, how many people out there go into places and realize they still have their headset on because you're so used to having it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I have my headset on. And I hate turning it around
until I come home.
Really?
Really?
So while you're out driving around and everything?
We have to be hands-free. So mine's a headset. You've seen my headset, right?
Yeah, it's actual headset.
Yeah, it's got one ear and then the microphone. That's it.
Yeah.
And that way I can still hear what's going on around me. But since we have to be hands-free, I have my phone in my pocket. So if the phone rings, I just push the button and I talk while I'm still doing stuff.
Yeah. I always forget I have them on. So when I go into a show or a movie or something like that, I have it on. I'm like, oh, God, I hate that. But our show is all about positivity.
Yes.
And we don't talk about politics or religion because they're so polarizing.
Well, we most of the time don't talk about
that. We don't hardcore into it.
Once in a while, yeah.
I guarantee you that people out there don't know whether we're independent, Republican, or Democrat.
I would concur. Most people would probably guess I'm just goofy.
Oh, that's Disney Party.
Yes.
That's the Disney
I'm part of the Disney Party.
Yep. And if you spend any time in politics, you get very Disney.
Oh, yes.
What was that song where you're Disney knees or something? Going to Disneyland.
Yes. By Dada.
Disneyland, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I like that song.
So I hope everybody's enjoying it. I hope we're getting more listeners. I hope we're getting more viewers. Please share this. Please get this out there so we can reach a larger audience and start doing more fun things. I like the positivity stretch, and I hope that this takes you away for a little while and you get to escape the world and enjoy what you're doing.
Just to let you know, folks, I went through probably 100 different potential news things for our show to find 9
positive ones.
Yes, because everything else is so bad.
And then I go off the subject board because all we do is we put a bullet point. I worked so hard to get all these subjects, and you did what? Now we're not talking about them?
That's right. But you know what we could talk about?
We could talk about Comic-Con, which was we talked about a little bit last week, and there was some more stuff that came out of San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes, there was. There was something about waxing a car, right? Because you had to buff the car after you waxed it. Oh, no, it was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's what it was.
Wow. I love when Scott tries to do segues because they're way out there. They are way out there. They like a normal segue would be so we were talking about what? What were we talking about?
Comic-Con.
Yes, Comic-Con. And you went so far over, I've even lost track of where we were.
Yes.
So at Comic-Con, I would have said something like, all those superhero costumes, they always make them look so buff. You never see the fat superheroes, right? You never see the Steve superhero. I guess Mr. Incredible had a dad bod for a while.
Yeah.
Right? But they're all really buff. And you know who else was buff?
Yeah. No, I don't. That's why mine was better.
That's how I would have segued it. But you all of a sudden went off to Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off.
Yes. But so much more efficient.
And I'm like, wow. But
So anyway.
But Buffy the Vampire Slayer is another one they wanted to reboot. So I'm hearing about all of these reboots now. We know you had Tim Allen came back, right? So he was with the three boys. Then he came back with Last Man Standing. Now it's three girls, and it was kind of cool they played it. Then Politics, which we don't talk about, got him taken off the air.
Right.
Right. So boom, he's off the air, but now he's coming back on Fox. So Fox is bringing his show back. Roseanne.
Roseanne.
Not Roxanne. Roseanne. You don't have to put on a red light. But no, Roseanne Barr, the Roseanne Show, she posted some stuff, which, again, it drives me crazy when even Scott starts to get a little scary out there because, like, people are listening. And you know, it's not funny. I really don't think it's funny. It's not funny when people do these things. But so she got taken off the air. Now they're talking about rebooting her show with just the family without her.
Yes. And they're not talking about it. It's already in the works.
And then Frasier is talking about coming back and doing a show. Now, unfortunately, the father and the dog are both passed away, so they won't be able to do that. But you know, Frasier was on the air for 11 years.
I know. I do know that because it was considered one of the longest running sitcoms.
That's crazy. So he's talking about coming back. So excuse me, this whole conversation must be driving Scott crazy because none of this is on the subject board.
No, it's not.
None of it is. The Buffy the Vampire Slayer is the only thing. It says, I'll read you what it says on the subject board. This is what we've been talking about for the past 6 minutes. Here's what it says on the subject board. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is getting a reboot treatment. That's it. That's all it says.
Yes.
They're crazy. So the producers at 20th Century Fox Television, so 20th Century Fox is taking some chances of doing stuff, hired Monica Breen to pen the script for the new take on Joss Whedon's cult favorite.
Yes.
So I think it could be really good. I mean, I really enjoyed Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I thought it was a good show. I love the fact that, you know, here she is, this high school girl growing around killing vampires. It is almost as good as the premise of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah.
That was good too. I love how they tied in all the history and how he was doing and killing. But yeah, they don't know who's going to be playing Buffy yet.
No, but Sarah Michelle Gellar is planning on being part of the show.
Right. That which could be cool. Which they could do Buffy's mom. Could be. And you
Buffy's
could do it.
Mom has got it going on. Oh no, it's Stacy's mom.
That's Stacy's got a gun. Or is that something else you were saying?
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Oh, is that from American Pie?
No,
that was Schindler's mom's got it going on.
Stiflers.
Stiflers. The Stifler, Mama Stiff. But she could be the mom. Okay, so I'm giving you, here it is again, the idea. She could be the mother who is actually Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, who now has a daughter who she's now training. Why are you doing that?
Because they're talking about the Vampire Slayer being a black woman.
Could still be her mom.
Well, that's true. That is very true.
Still be her mom.
Yep.
So where did it say that they were going to have I missed that in here.
Now you always yell at me when I go back to this thing and read stuff because then I'm not looking
at it. I don't mind that you read it, but I'm just asking where it is. Just tell me where it is. Is it in the read more?
I don't remember. I just remember reading it because you told me to do that. So I didn't
told you to pre-read. Yeah, because I don't pre-read anything, and then I just go with it. But because I didn't see that in here. That's why I'm saying.
Yes, I think they even had the name of the. I'll tell you what. Why don't you talk for about one more minute while I look
talk for one more minute about Vampire Vampire and Sarah Michelle Gellar. And how everybody had a crush on her. So I think that's pretty cool. But that'll be exciting. So I don't know. I think it'll be a good thing to have this TV series come back. But what other TV series would you want to see come back? I'd like to see Sanford and Son come back.
Black Sheep Squadron.
Oh, Black Sheep Squadron.
I really enjoyed that.
I mean, I don't know if they could redo MASH.
I know. Which one?
MASH. 4077 MASH. I don't know if you can do that.
Because they don't really. They don't really have MASH units anymore. They do, but they don't. It's technology is so much different. By the way, I found it.
You found it. Okay, talk to me. Where is it?
Whedon will be an executive producer on the series that has been working with this person on the script, which features a black actress stepping into the role of Buffy made famous by Geller.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Well,
Ta-da! I found it.
I should be doing, yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a ton of shows they're redoing. It's amazing.
What was? There was a show where, oh my goodness gracious.
Use more words and I'll be able to tell you what the show was.
The Four Horsemen were being brought back one at a time. There was a guy that had killed one of the Four Horsemen, but he also got killed. But his wife was a witch and she saved him.
Okay, the only show I know with the Four Horsemen in it, you're going to love this, is Elf. So when Santa saw him, he goes, "Oh, they're the New York whatever mounted park police, and I put them on a naughty list, and they never forgave me from that." So yes. I don't know the Four Horsemen one.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the Messengers. It was
Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I don't know.
No.
I don't even know how to search it. So
yeah, I know. I don't either. I truly. It was an interesting show.
Was it a movie or a show?
TV show. It went for 5 seasons, I think.
Huh.
The main character was English, and he was here helping George Washington as a win against, because like Abraham Lincoln, George Washington was fighting the evil monsters and stuff like that.
Well, is it recent or was it a long time ago?
3 years ago, maybe.
The Messengers?
No, it wasn't the Messengers.
Okay.
Wow, we're never going to get to any of this stuff on our show.
I know. As I said, we're over 10 minutes in, and
what's really bad
the
is
100.
No, it pops into my head to get the
Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I mean, there was a TV show called The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Yeah, no, it wasn't it though.
It was it. Really? No. It wasn't a Stephen King one.
No. Well, I'll tell you what. If anybody remembers, make comments. Make comments.
Four Horsemen, episode 1. Fargo and the Four Horsemen. Good Omens.
No. I'll remember it later. I always do.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Four Horsemen.
Ichabod Crane. Ichabod Crane was the main character's name.
Sleepy Hollow?
That's it. Sleepy Hollow.
Are you kidding me? You couldn't remember Ichabod?
I was having a brain fart.
That was from 2013 to 2017.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So that's only a year old.
Yeah. That's how I'm like.
It was relatively current.
Okay. Yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, same concept, because he was from the George Washington era, and Washington and them were fighting the Four Horsemen and stuff.
Right. So to unravel mysteries that date way back to the time of the founding fathers.
Yes.
So Apocalypse.
So really, I enjoy these kind of using things that happen in real history and skewing them to be a little bit more interesting. Right.
What's the one with the now you got me going to zombies, where they're
there's only one zombie movie I like.
Well, okay, what was that?
The one where the guy falls in love with the girl, the zombie falls in love with the human girl, and ends up curing himself and helps cure all the other zombies by having feelings again.
Wow. I know that movie. I don't know the name of it. I thought you were going to say Zombieland.
No.
Oh, I love that movie.
I've never been a fan of zombie movies. I wasn't even going to watch this.
Have you seen Zombieland?
I don't like zombie movies.
I
never have, even when I was little.
Okay. It has nothing to do with zombies. You've got to watch Zombieland.
Yeah, that's why it's called Zombieland, because it's nothing to do with zombies.
Okay, trust me. You'll love Zombieland. You will. Zombieland's a good movie. We should go to our genuine positivity message right now and see if we have time to come back to anything else. So I say we skip the next two subjects and go to our genuine positivity message.
Okay, no problem. That was Warm Bodies, by the way.
Warm Bodies.
Yeah, it's the only zombie movie I like.
Okay. I do remember that one.
Yep. I like this one too. I should probably do this one because I think you have to do the next one.
What is that? What do you mean you have to do this one? I don't know what this one is. This movie?
Genuine positivity message.
Oh, you have to do this genuine positivity message.
Right, because in our next show, you're going to have to do this one, I think.
But we're going to do it this show, so how can we do it next show?
I'm just thinking in advance.
But you have the same positivity message in two shows?
No.
Well, then how can I do this one if you're going to do it now?
You're not going to do this one. I'm going to do this one. You're going to do our next show's positive message.
Oh, I'm going to do our next show's positivity message. I'm not going to do this one in our next show because you said I was going to do this one.
Okay. So I probably misspoke.
Well, no, you definitely confused me. More bodies.
Easy, though.
And because I'm busy trying to figure out the name of that stupid movie about it was people in the old time and zombies and crud.
Okay, well, while you're looking that up,
I'm not going to look it up.
Positivity message.
Okay, what is our genuine positivity message? Tell me what our genuine positivity message is.
Money is like manure. It's not worth a thing unless you spread it around, encouraging young things to grow.
I love that.
By Thornton Wilder, the Matchmaker.
That's very good.
It's very positive.
Well, it's true though.
It is.
I mean, if you just hang on to it and all that, but Thornton Wilder was a playwright. So is this out of the play, The Matchmaker? Is that what it comes from? It's a great play if you get a chance to see it. If somebody is doing it in your area at a local theater, at a black box theater,
yes.
Yeah, I mean it's from the 1950s. Again, we've talked about that, and it is amazing how they wrote all of these positive things in the 1950s.
Yes, they did.
About energy and Zig Ziglar and all these guys here, they're all, but it still applies to today.
It certainly does. Which
is really, really amazing. So, pretty good. But yeah, The Matchmaker by Thornton Wilder is a great play. And I definitely recommend you read the book or.
Okay. See, the problem is now you did all this talking, so you probably didn't find you were searching for, did you?
I wasn't searching.
Okay, so you gave up on that.
I'm not going to, because I remember enough of it, vague enough that they were people, and they were zombies, but they were in the. I can't even think of the era they were in, where they wore the dresses with the big poofy with the hoop skirts and all that stuff. What were those people called? It was after Renaissance, right?
I
don't know. That's what I'm saying. What were those people called? Because that's what it was. It was like, I don't know.
Well, like the Prohibition era times where they had
no.
Or before that, almost like
cotillion stuff. But I'm totally blanking on it. It wasn't Shaun. Pride and Prejudice, that's what it was.
Okay.
Pride and Prejudice and zombies. Pride and Prejudice. Remember the Pride and Prejudice show?
Yes.
Movie, Pride and Prejudice was an actual movie, but Pride and Prejudice and zombies. So I did find it.
Okay. Works for me.
God. I dragged it all out for that. That was really stupid.
I know. Sorry, folks, but that's what happens sometimes.
But you got to see Zombieland. I'm telling you. You will like it. They give you the rules of zombies.
Yes. The new modified rules that they don't have to walk slow and drag their leg.
No.
They can actually chase you down.
Like rules to surviving zombies. Like rule number 1, cardio. You have to do your cardio so you can outrun the zombies.
Yes.
Rule number 2 is the double tap. Right? In movies, they shoot the zombie, but then the zombie still comes and gets them. So you got to take the second shot to the head.
Yes.
Right. Rule number 3 is beware of the bathroom. Right. So if you're in the bathroom or you're in the stall, they can climb under the stall and get you.
Okay.
All right. Rule number 4 is wear seat belts. Because if you smash into something, you'll go flying through the window. If there's a zombie jumps in the car, you can slam on the brakes and. But there's a bunch of rules. There's like 33 rules in the thing.
So it's like Gibbs rules on NCIS, only for zombie.
Right. But always follow the zombie rules. Check the back seat was one of them. Always check the back seat. You don't want to get in a car and then there's a zombie behind you.
Yeah, I'd also check the trunk because you get into the back seat from the trunk.
Sure. But that wasn't one of the rules.
No, but I would have added it because I'm smarter than the average bear.
Limbering up was one of the rules. He'd always, before he goes in to kill the zombies, he'd limber up.
Sure, stretch, warm up.
I'm trying to remember what there was. There were some other ones. I'm trying to find it over here, and I can't go. Oh well. But there were a bunch of rules in it. Zombie. You gotta watch the movie Zombieland. That's your homework.
Right.
Well, you've now achieved. Scott has officially achieved one of his New Year's resolutions that I gave him. He didn't give them to himself. I gave them to him. So
I've achieved a couple of them already.
What?
I don't remember what the list was, but I know we've done a couple already.
No, you haven't done. You've only done one. You got the bunny on the show.
Yes, I got the bunny on the show. Still haven't been to Vegas.
Right. So you didn't get that one done. You were going to save money. Where the heck?
Which we did and we didn't. So we call that a wash.
There were 4 of them. Okay. The first one was a Christmas list for gifts we can buy you. You haven't done that yet.
Well, you came up with a couple items already.
I did.
Yes.
You didn't put the list up. You got to post the list. And I'll put it up. Put it up behind you. Make that your background. Scott's Christmas list. That'd be funny for a show.
There you go.
Spend less, save more. You blew that already. Make a trip to Las Vegas, and Scott will attempt to get Bunny on screen, and you did that. Did that on the show. So you've out of 4, you failed one and completed one. You still have 2 more to go. All right. But those were the 4.
Okay. Do we have time for another thing, or do we have to go to our phrase origin story?
How long is the phrase origin story going to take us?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Let's just go right to the phrase origin story. Today's show was totally off of the subject board. As a matter of fact, all we covered on the subject board was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
and
the positive message.
Genuine positivity message. And now we're going to go to our phrase origin story. And although Scott's been doing an awesome job because of the things been going on with me, I've been super busy scrambling, reworking what I'm doing for paychecks.
No, not the company paychecks.
No, but to have enough money to pay my bills.
Yes.
Had some challenges working through that. Been working 12-hour days, 6 days a week. Plus, I'm still doing editing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of cool. So I appreciate everything Scott's been doing, but he's going to have to take it all with a grain of salt.
I see. I knew he was going to pull us off.
That's how you do a segue.
Yeah. Smart ass.
I like when you do segues because they're
okay. Obviously, our phrase origin story is with a grain of salt.
So, go meaning and then where did it come from?
All right. Well, everybody knows that I shouldn't say everybody because some people might not know. It means with a healthy dose of skepticism, suspicion, and caution.
Right.
Okay. Today, salt is relatively inexpensive and universally available, but that wasn't always the case. Salt used to be a valuable commodity. And
it used to be considered a spice.
Yes.
Salt was a spice and was traded.
Well, it wasn't just and it is a spice, but no, that wasn't the big thing. It's a preservative before refrigeration.
Right. Saltpeter, salted meat.
You know, salt is sodium chloride. It can be obtained from mines of the oceans. Today, salt is commonly mined from large deposits left by dried salt lakes. Have you ever seen this salt lake?
I've been to Salt Lake City.
Out by Salt Lake. I drove through it on the way to California. Holy cow, is that cool how they do that? They fill gigantic sized fields full of water and let it evaporate and then dig up the salt. Really cool.
It is very cool.
But because of salt's high value in the past, it was used as a method of exchange. It was actually like money. Roman soldiers received a salt allowance as part of their pay. And in fact, the word salary is derived from Latin salarium, which is the meaning of salt.
Salarium, salt. So our pay is salt.
Yep.
So salt's high value, a healthy dose of skepticism, suspicion, or caution. And the reason behind that is because you didn't want to lose it because it was of value.
That's correct.
So we're going to have to look at the phrase origin on why when you spill salt, you have to throw it over your shoulder. So we'll have to look that up at some point because
it's not really a phrase.
It's not really, it's just a story. So we'll just make it a story of what we talk about.
Yeah.
But it is kind of weird, right?
Superstition. That's what it is. It's a superstition.
Yeah, it's a superstition. So we should look up that superstition and find out where that's from because salt was valuable at some point, but now maybe because you throw it over your shoulder, you don't waste it. I don't know. Kind of weird. But yes, so because it was so valuable, you didn't want to lose it. So I don't want to pay for that with that salt. So there it is with a grain of salt, a grain, single grain.
And of course, you're watching this show with a grain of salt.
Okay. Well, then that goes to the other phrase that, he's worth his salt.
That's right.
Right? And if he's worth his salt because you used to have to pay for things with the salt, he's earned his pay.
That's correct.
So there's two phrase origins there. And we're worth our salt.
Yep.
So please send us salt in the form of money.
Yeah. Real money.
Yeah. Cash money. I'm good with that.
I'll take digital money.
We'll take Bitcoins or whatever the digital ones are. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. You can connect to everything at whathappened.world. Go to whathappened.world and connect to our YouTube shows, our podcasts, our Instagrams, our Facebook,
our Twitters.
We have Twitters there. Yes, we have Twitters there. Watch. Fun Guy the Entertainer cooks for you. He edits on Sony Vegas. That's what I edit on. I edit on Sony Vegas. So we've had some questions on that. So there's your answer. We edit using Sony Vegas. We can get into that on a show too. Why do we edit with Sony Vegas as opposed to
True.
Although I could answer the question right now really quickly because it's just easier and simple. So there.
No, actually, the real reason is because it's from Vegas, and that's where Steve's from, and he said, we got to use this because it works.
Now, I was looking for something that was easier to use and had more just drag and drop type features.
Yes.
So that's why we do that. So I want you to live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Be crazy, and just it remains me.